Hello Pisces and welcome to your November reading. So how this works this month is I've pulled a overall energies card for each week and then they will be clarified by two other cards. For you, for your first week, we have the Two of Earth. I'm going to read this from the book. I'm going to read you the keywords and the key phrases and then we'll take it from there and clarify from there. So give me a moment whilst I find the page. Okay, so your keywords for the Two of Earth are equilibrium, flexibility, adaptability, balance, harmony, compromise, confidence, procrastination and freedom. Your key phrases are balancing work and play, balancing responsibility and personal needs, being open to compromise, be confident but grounded, realistic goals and expectations, take stock and prioritise, forgive your limitations, and ask for help. So at the beginning of November, you could be in a place where you are working so hard that you're forgetting to play. And play and work in balance are key ingredients to health as well as happiness. From the cards, you will see them in the top left corner. I'm going to pop them just up here. The lady is juggling, but she's juggling in quite a balanced way. So is there some space where you can balance both your work and play and still remain completely composed? It's asking you to be open to compromise. So is there a space where you can compromise some of maybe the work time to add extra play, or if you're playing a little bit too hard, a little bit of that play time to focus on work? To clarify that, we have the Four of Gabrielle. Time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. So kind of like the first card, it's time maybe to just let go a little bit and just have a little bit more fun. You've worked really hard and you're starting to see the results of that. Whether it's just the beginning or you've seen the full results, have a breather, enjoy, go and do something just a little bit different, something that you know you enjoy and you relax and you have fun with. That's then clarified by the Three of Gabrielle. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So in that first week, even though you're going to take that time just to have a little bit more fun, I think your headspace is still going to be a little bit into the future. Planning, or certainly looking to make those plans towards the next step, which obviously from the cards is a good idea. So well done so far in reaching that in your first week and having that bit to celebrate, and onwards and upwards with your plans. So your card for week 2 is the Eight of Air, and your keywords are the ego, truth, power, responsibility, consequences, cause and effect, lessons learned, and memory. And your key phrases are ego does not always tell the truth, effects will always follow cause, time to change your ways, admit that you made a mistake, memory is imperfect, self-justification does not mitigate harm, consequences are inescapable, we all make mistakes. So in week 2, is there a truth that you need to seek out from the week before? Did the success you reached in week 1 hit you in the ego spot? Did it kind of make you feel a little bit like, yeah, check me out? And that could be signaling to some other people and rubbing them up the wrong way. You should always celebrate your successes. Please don't ever stop doing that. But be aware of the other people around you and how they may take it. They may just look at you different, or you can just feel those vibes that aren't quite gelling with you. Not that you've done necessarily anything wrong, but they see your success and want some of it for themselves and don't quite know how to obtain it yet. So just be aware that you may have things like that going on, but not to necessarily alter too much, and keep enjoying the rewards that you've brought on yourself in the first week or in the previous weeks leading up to this point. This is then clarified by the 6th of Michael. The light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So again, this kind of, you've had your celebration time now. You've reached a point where you can literally, as it says, see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're seeing your rewards, you're seeing where your plans are headed, and it's looking good. As it says, maybe there is some travel involved in your plans, or maybe even a relocation to take your plans to the next stage. But that is for you and your intuition to ponder. From there, you also have the Ace of Raphael. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationship, and deep lasting spiritual insights. So the success that you've had in the first 2 weeks and having that little bit of downtime and allowing yourself to have that freedom can bring you to your own new emotional state. Doesn't necessarily mean you're entering into a new relationship, or that the one that you're in is going to take a turn either for better or for worse. It could be entirely interpersonal. However, saying that, it could be a new relationship. It could be the one that you're currently in is moving into a new phase towards the end of the second week, and it could be part and parcel of the reward you're seeing for the hard work that has led up to this, and maybe some appreciation from your partner, if you have a partner, that you have put all this hard work and that these efforts are being rewarded, and it is well deserved. So well done you. So in week 3, your overall energy is the 5 of air. So the keywords for this are illusion, reality, separation, self-sabotage, self-deception, criticism, conditioning and healing. The key phrases are a conflict between reality and illusion, a time for honesty, let go of illusion and pretense, face a painful reality, you are not alone, advice and constructive criticism are not a personal attack, drop the mask and reveal your true self, and forgive others for wearing their mask. Personally, to me, I feel like there is somebody around you that is wearing this mask, and it's starting to show with the success that is coming for you. It feels to me like they're jealous. They feel that they should be up there with you, but they can't help but not dig at you, but kind of just be like meh, ugh, kind of thing. And it's absolutely nothing to do with you personally. It's them wanting better for themselves, but it's noticeable to you. And I think it's just asking to not let that affect you, not allow it. I don't particularly have a sense of where it's coming from. I don't think it's particularly close friends or family. It's just an environment, maybe a workspace, that's just, they feel like they're lacking. They see what you've got and they want it, and until they get it, they don't want you to have it. So it's just not pleasant vibes coming off them. It's clarified further by strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. I think that pretty much says it all. You're going to have that self-confidence to ignore what these people are saying or the vibes they're giving off. They may not actually say it to you, and show them forgiveness and kindness and some compassion, because at the end of the day they want what you have, or they want what you're working towards, and there's a disappointment for themselves that they haven't had the courage that you've had to start the journey, to keep going on the journey, and to have brought in some of the rewards that you've been seeing at the beginning of this month. So that's further then clarified by the Eight of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect, and consider getting additional education and training. Going along with this, there's somebody out there that wants what you've created for yourself, doesn't have the courage to do it themselves, but does kind of jab at you. I wouldn't be surprised if they're coming up and showing you where your weaknesses are, for lack of a better phrase, and nitpicking at areas where they're like, oh well, you could have done this better, you could have done that better. One, stick with your intuition. If your intuition's told you to go with that, then please do go the way you're supposed to go. But maybe also look objectively at what they're saying. Maybe there is an area that you could educate yourself or have a little bit of further training in that would make it easier for you next time. But please don't take these comments to heart. They're not personal. Like I said, it's them wanting what you have. And as it says, take pride. You've done excellent work. You have surpassed what most others would do. So enjoy that, and give yourself a pat on the back for your determination and for keeping going. So week 4, you have the youth, and the keywords for that are adventure, new horizons, excitement, independence, freedom, rebellion, impulsiveness, loyalty, and compassion. It's not compassion. I lied, sorry. It's compromise. So your key phrases are quest for adventure, live in the moment, action without thought, defying tradition and conformity, greater risk, greater reward, assert your independence, embrace individuality, a new direction, freedom from fear and doubts, a time of conflict or turmoil, communication and compromise, address desires. So the youth for me is looking out there in the card, as you'll see in the top corner, with a sturdy determination. It's like, yeah, this is me. And with the criticism that you've had potentially the week before, I feel like that's your stance. This is me, going on my adventure with my pal. And I'm just going to stand here and just let you say what you need to say and get it off your chest, because it's not going to make any difference to me. I'm going forwards. I'm going to trust myself and my instinct. I don't need all of you to be on board with me. I just need to take the action that I need to take. So that's clarified by the King of Racket. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Kind of backing up the last 3 weeks worth of stuff, you know, that if you keep following your passions and trusting yourself, it is going to move forward. And that you can do several things at the same time. You don't have to just pin yourself down to one. If there's something else creative you have in mind, perhaps you can start looking into it. Maybe that's part of the additional training or education that you needed from the previous week. But know that it's supported, and that with the vitality of the youth within you, you are able to do a little bit extra. And finally, that's backed up by decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So maybe we are hitting a little bit on the self-confidence towards the very, very end of November, but I feel like it's going to be brief. It feels like it's just one of those self-doubt moments where you kind of question your decision to move forward in the areas that you've chosen, but to remake that decision, to have that self-belief again, and to see where you've come from in the last month, and actually what has been said to you and what you've got through without being so shaky. You know you'll have the strength to do what you need to do to get to the next stage. And perhaps you just need, like it says, to have a detox from the people around you, a detox from the energy of pushing so hard. I know your intuition will lead you to what you need to do in that time, so just take note of how you're feeling. If your body needs that time out, take a bath, take a shower, go for a walk, whatever it is you do to balance out your body, and just give your mind that relaxation. Try meditation. You never know, you could settle into that, and an epiphany will appear and your decision will be made easier for you. Either way, it looks like an abundant month for you, even if there is a little bit of hard work behind it. I hope you found that helpful, and I will see you in December. Thanks, bye.